Today I'm showing you how to get this super feminine New Year's Eve look with the Iluvsarahii Colourpop palette.
Danny's Star Beats.
Hey career girls, long time no see. Welcome back to It's a Golden Lifestyle. I'm so glad you're here as per usual. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if this is your first time here, thanks for clicking on my video. If you're enjoying my content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment down below. New Year's Eve is in today. It's right now. I'm sure some of you are going out tonight and you're like, what the heck am I going to do with my makeup? Well, I have a very simple yet feminine look that I put together using only 3 shades from this palette. I used 3 shades and 2 brushes. This look took me, in filming time, it took me an hour because of all the setup I have to do, but in real time, this look would have taken me maybe 20 minutes to do. That's a lie because it takes me 20 minutes to do my eyelashes and my eyeliner. This look would have probably taken me like 35 minutes to do. I'm not gonna front, guys. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm a makeup enthusiast. I'm not a professional. I'm a regular schmegular girl, and we all know that this channel is about regular schmegular people. So regardless of all that, it is a simple look because I only use 3 eyeshadows from the palette and I only use 2 brushes. I don't have a cut crease or anything like that going on. So it's really simple to follow if you're looking for a look to do for tonight. And if you received your Iluvsarahii palette, this is also good if you haven't received it, if you're not sure that you want to purchase or not, just to see how some of the lighter colors come up on darker skin. Now, I look lighter in camera because of all the lights around me. I have 3 lights around me and 1 behind me, but my skin tone is medium skin tone. I'm medium to dark skin. So just so you can see how these light colors come up on my skin, because sometimes when palettes have those pink colors, they don't show up good on our skin tone. This is definitely a good video to see some of the things that I went through to make sure that my shadow was very pigmented. Or did I have to do anything at all? So if you guys are interested, make sure you stay tuned. I didn't want to go step by step on how I put on the base of my makeup, but I did want you to be able to see the products that I use and how I actually do it. So enjoy the music as I do a speed through of how I put on my base makeup. Okay, now that I finished my base, everything except my blush and my highlighter, I'm going to go into talking about the Iluvsarahii times Colourpop Through My Eyes palette. Can I just tell you that I've already used it last night. This is not my first time using it, so this isn't going to be a first impression video. However, I did only use 2 colors last night when I tried it on, so it's going to be kind of a first impression on the look that I'm doing today for New Year's Eve. I am obsessed with the colors in this palette. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. I feel like a lot of the palettes that Colourpop has come out with this year are kind of similar to each other. It kind of looks like they maybe took one color out of one palette, put a little extra drop of color in it, and threw it in another palette. To me, the Through My Eyes palette is the first one that had me like, oh my gosh, I'm super excited to buy this. So I'm really excited to try this out for you guys. And I thought that James Charles's palette was going to be my favorite, the James Charles times Morphe Dare to Create palette. I thought, is it Dare to Create? I think it is. I think it's Dare to Create, if it's not, but whatever. It's James Charles times Morphe. I thought that palette was going to be my favorite, but this palette, because of how compact it is and I can travel with this, is becoming my favorite palette from 2018. If you guys want to see a video where I showcase all the palettes that I purchased this year in 2018 and go over which one is my favorite, let me know down in the comments. Like I said in the beginning, the purpose of this video is to really put together a New Year's Eve look. So you guys saw a speed through of me doing my base. I did show all the products. So now let's get into these eyes, and let me get a little bit closer so you guys can see. Hey, I'm closer. Okay, so here is the palette. It is so beautiful. So last night I used Emerald Dream and Moody. Those are the 2 colors I used last night, which you can probably tell because they're a little used up. But I want to do something that is kind of soft for New Year's Eve. Something that's really pretty, not super heavy. And typically I tend to do something that's a bit more heavy with a smoky eye, because when you're a beginner at makeup like me, it's easier to do like a smoky eye, but I want to try something different. So let's just all say a quick prayer. So I'm not going to swatch all of these on my arm, just letting you know right now, I am going to be using at least 4 colors on my eyelids so you guys can see how it looks on my skin tone. But just so you know, there are 8 shimmers and there are 8 mattes. And I'm going to be going in with mostly shimmers because this is a New Year's Eve look. So I want it to be really sparkly and really girly. So let's just get into it. I'm using some brushes that I got for Christmas, and I think they're from Amazon. I haven't used these brushes before. They're very clean. So let's also hope that these brushes do me some justice. Okay. I'm going to go in with Sandalwood first. And I'm using this as a transition shade. Usually I do a brown for my transition shade, but I'm specifically trying to stay away from using dark colors, which is, like I said, very hard for me. So this is kind of an experiment, y'all. This is the channel for regular schmegula girls. If you're coming here for an experienced makeup artist, that is not me. But if you're coming here to see what regular girls can do with these palettes, you're in the right place. Okay, so that is how Sandalwood looks with just like 1 layer on each eye. I'm gonna go in and do another layer on each eye. The shadows are powdery, and that's because it is a pressed powder palette. So the next color that I'm gonna go in with is called In a Wink, and this is what to me seems to be the most pink color on this palette. So I'm gonna use this all over my eyelid. And I'm using my fingers. I don't want to use a brush for this because I want to pack it on. I really love this. This is so pretty. I'm going in with a second layer. And I'm being pretty sloppy with this. I'm not trying to be super neat because I just want to get it on my eyelid. And then I'll probably go in and clean it up with a brush. Let's pack that puppy on first. That's the third layer. Okay, the third layer on the other eye. Okay, that's with 3 layers of In a Wink on my eye. Now I'm going to take my brush and blend out the edge. I am like dying to put some brown in my crease. I really am. Like just a little bit. It's so hard not to. You know when you have a makeup routine and you do it all the time, it's super hard not to rely on that look because you know that's something that you've practiced. But the only way we can get better is if we practice and do different things. So doing something different, y'all. Now I'm gonna go in with some sparkle. I want to use Lucido. You would think I live in Los Angeles that I would know how to pronounce some Spanish words, and don't get me wrong, I do, because a lot of our streets are named after Spanish words, but this has a little like asterisk at the top of the U, and I don't know how to pronounce the U in Spanish. Is it Lucido or Lucido? Well, that's the shade I'm going to use right now, and again, I'm going to use my finger, and I'm only going to use that shade right here in the front. Okay, I'm going to pack on another layer. Oop, excuse my middle finger. I'm so sorry. My bad. All right, now I'm going to take a smaller brush and really get in there. I have to back up a little bit. Woo! And the palette comes with a mirror, so that's actually even better. I'm just going to use the mirror that comes with it. I'm experiencing a little bit of fallout, and I mean like a little bit. It's not so much for me that I feel like I have to use this before I put on my full face. Like I feel like if I just take a brush with a little bit of like loose setting powder on it and wipe it off, that I would be okay. So it's not a ton of powder falling onto my face. Okay, so I like this a lot, but I kind of want to punch it up just a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with the color Muse with my small brush and dab in that and put that on top of this Lucido color and make it a little bit brighter. Who am I? And make it a little bit brighter. I'm not going to put brown in my crease. I'm not going to put brown in my crease. I'm not going to put brown in my crease. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to come back to this when I get to my under eye, but right now what I want to do is throw on my eyeliner and some eyelashes. I'm going to do that off camera because that takes me forever because I have not mastered either. And unless you want to sit here and watch me on struggle mode, it's best I go off camera. So I'm going to go off camera and then I'm going to come back and those two things will be done. And then I'll come and finish my under eye and the rest of my face and give you guys my final thoughts on the Through My Eyes palette. All right, and 20 minutes later, we're back. And I have on my eyeliner and my eyelashes. Now imagine if you had to sit through that whole 20 minutes while I tried to figure this out. So I saved you some time. I'm going in on my bottom lash line with Lucido. I don't have a primer right here. I don't have another color here. So we're really gonna see how this just sits on the bottom lash line. I'm tapping off the excess because I don't want a whole bunch of glitter in my eye. Like just imagine if I was to get some of this in my eye, it would be a done data for this video. A done data. It's the other eye. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with Muse and put that on top of the bottom lash line and see how this comes out. I like it. I think it's really pretty. I think that came out really pretty. All right, let me put some bottom lash mascara on. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some blush and highlighter and wrap this thing up. Because I'm extra. All right, and I want to try out this Pixie Glow. I received this in PR. Yes, PR. I don't know how, but you know, I'm just gonna say thank you. So I want to try this side of the highlighter. This is called Pink Champagne Glow. How perfect, because it's time to pop some champagne. So I'm trying this. Let's see how this comes out. First time trying this. Ooh. Oh, that's really pretty with this pink blush. Like my whole little pink look going on. I like it. It's really pretty. That's really pretty. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go back in with my powder brush. A powder brush, and then blend this in. Right, so let me take this band off, and then I'm going to come back and give you guys my final thoughts. So to complete this look, I threw on some Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in Dainty lip gloss. This is the color here. And then I also threw on some Drippin' lip gloss, which is the Shayla x Colourpop collab. One of my favorite lip glosses, just to complete this look. But my final thoughts on this palette is that I absolutely love it. I just grabbed it here. I absolutely love it. I really don't have any complaints. Like, I can sit up here and try and think of some, but just off the top of my head, I really can't think of anything that bothers me about this palette. I mean, it has a mirror. The names are on the front. I had minimum fallout with the glitter shades. And the fallout that I did have, I was able to wipe away with my brush. It wasn't like big chunks of glitter that stuck to my face, even though they did stick to my eyes. That's probably because I used concealer and stuff up there as a set. But yeah, I really don't have any complaints about this. I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades from this palette from today, and then the look that I did last night, which is an emerald green look. If you haven't seen it yet, head over to my Instagram. I will put the information down here somewhere. Head over to my Instagram to see the other green look that I did with this palette. But this cute, super, I think was pretty simple. I mean, I used 3 colors today from this palette. I used my finger and 2 eye brushes. I think it's perfect for New Year's Eve if you want to do something that's very femme, very girly, that could go with anything that you put on for New Year's Eve. So once again, I love this palette. I totally recommend it. It only retails for $23 on the Colourpop website. And I will have all the information in my description box on how you can purchase this. I want to thank you guys for tuning into my video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying my content, and comment down below and tell me what you guys think about this femme Iluvsarahii x Colourpop look. Thank you for tuning in to It's a Golden Lifestyle. I'll see you on the next episode.